Hello and welcome to today's video. We're going to be doing a week ahead in love. So this is going to be for November 18th through the 24th. That's just the time, point, and space, if you will, that I'm picking up these energies and that I'm reading on. But as I'm sure you've heard before, messages are timeless. So essentially, if this message found you or you found these messages, then it may be for you. Just follow your intuition. But I found this spread last night on angelorum.co. Calendar away. Okay. But happy November, everyone. Thanksgiving is among us. The family emails are going out of who's making what, so I think this year I'll be making some roasted vegetables. I'll have to see if I can find it, and if I can, I'll link it in the description box. But it's like roasted carrots, onions. I'm totally forgetting the other vegetables. Super simple dish, right? I mean, you just chop a couple things, put it all in a roasting pan, and they come out tasting like fire. Like really, like I'm just like, just so simple, but something that just I feel like is really nice for Thanksgiving. Kind of pairs well with everything. And of course, you don't want to get like the bagged carrots, right? Like, get the ones that have like, their stems still attached, the bunch. They tend to be thinner and slender as well. It just makes for a better, just the texture and adds to the overall dish. But, all right, guys, week of love ahead. Ooh, stop. Y'all saw me shuffling, right? Okay. It's awesome. Okay. Alright, bottom of the deck we have Seven of Cups. Which to me is, I've been picking up, it's like a choices, you have choices to make, which is never a bad thing. Maybe it could be, but don't let it overwhelm you. Alright, let's see here. So the first card we pull, I mean, it's just insane. What a fun way to start. This is the overall love theme. This is the overall energy of the week ahead, and we have the Lovers, so I don't know if I need to explain much further. But let's see here. Love, unions, partnership, relationship, choices, right? Which I just said this card is, so I don't know if y'all are like on the apps right now and you just feel like, oh, you're just getting so much communication right now. But could indicate, romance, balance, unity. You just feel balanced right now, and whether that's necessarily that you have a person you're in a solid ass relationship right now, it's just more so about like there's just so much balance, love, support, but you do feel like you're prioritizing your choices in love. And maybe not prioritizing is not the right word. That's not how I felt it. It's like the choices that you're making right now about love, they're different than the choices you used to make in the past. It's like you're making changes. I mean, I know I certainly have. Like, I overhauled how I've been dating the last, 2 years. completely different than how I was doing in the past 2 years, but I just feel great about my decision, and that like I'm open to attracting, you know, a complementative energy to my own. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here for this reading. You know, we've got holidays, like I said, among, you know, coming up, Thanksgiving and then Christmas. So it's just a time right now of just festivities. It's been a fast year, but I feel like a tough year in whatever way that looks like for each of us. So you must start making up your mind about what you find important and unimportant in this life. And then, yeah, that's, you should be as true to yourself as you can be. And the more genuinity and authenticity that you vibrate out, you know, into the universe, are the, you know, this is what you'll attract back, which is more genuine people, or, you know, authentic people. And that, oh my gosh, guys, I don't know, it's just, the feeling is beautiful, because that's what was I saying earlier that I couldn't put my word on? Yeah, so when I was saying like the choices that you're making about love, it's like you're trying to be as true to yourself as you can be. It's like as if you finally realize, like, wait, no, now is the time to start upholding my boundaries. No one gets a pass. No one gets a pass. Literally, that's like just doubting yourself and doubting the universe, right? Like what's meant to be will be. And you know, sometimes we have to make the hard decisions. You know, if it's any encouragement, I mean, seriously, guys, I just ended, or I'm literally, I have already closed the door, right? Kind of did the energy cutting ceremony in my energy field, but I made a hard decision to let a soulmate go. But I cannot tell you how freaking good I feel today. And this literally just happened. Like, I made my final decision on, what day was the full moon? It's like 3 days ago, on the 16th? No, whatever. It's just, it was like such a, you know, because you start getting your mind, you're like, oh, but he's just, you know, all this and that, and no one will ever be like him. Bullshit, you know. I've told people this, and it's like, I don't know why I tend to forget, but it's like, I don't know. And of course, this may not be for everyone, but we're all on different journeys of our manifestation, or how to manifest, right? I mean, it's just, there's practice, but it's like I literally, each partner that I've like dated, it's like they subsequently have gotten like better and better in certain, like, you know, to where it's like, so just believe in this, as you know, it's just, this is very beautiful. I mean, for the week ahead, guys, like there's nothing to complain about. So all right, so the love challenge, which kind of just like essentially crosses the lovers, I suppose, is the Hermit reverse. I feel like maybe you're almost like you're coming out of hermit mode. You know, it seems like maybe you were there, you know, going through your dark night of the soul, however long that took. And I have a feeling that maybe you're at a point now where it's not like you really even grieved this loss, however that looks, that much. Like, you feel it, it's there, but you also know things are going to be fine, you know, like things are actually going to even be better. Like, actually, thank you, you know, like you, like, it's like, it's like, you know, that source, you know, saved you from something, you know what I mean? Like, thank God that happened, like, not, you know, like 3 months in, 5 months in, and not like 3 years in when I'm like having, you know, yeah, when things are way more difficult or more tied together. But let me see. And as I'm seeing, yeah, okay, so you've got 3 major arcana here, all next to each other in positions 1, 3, and 4. Or excuse me, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 are all major arcana. The Hermit, the Lovers, and Temperance. And sorry, let me try to bring this down a little bit. I know my camera's not angled to really show all the cards. I'll see what I can do about that. Okay, so we are talking about the Hermit reverse. So what is the love challenge for the week ahead? You know, I'm just getting maybe loneliness again. Like I just feel like you're kind of coming out of hermit mode almost. Yeah, like you may have been so engrossed in like just, you know what I mean, healing, however that looks like to you. You may have been refusing good advice about a certain person, but I feel like it's just like you're coming to see the light now. Especially with Temperance here. But it's like you're realigning to your internal goals. So just, it's like, it's kind of like if you know, it's like your angels, right? The devil and angel on your shoulder, and it's like, maybe you're like contemplating trying to forgive an energy or whatever that, you know, but you know, you really do truly know intuitively, even though you're like, I gotta let it go. So anyway, it suggests that, you know, just ensure that you're not being resistant to the truth, you know. It's possible you've ignored advice you shouldn't have. Maybe there was some stubbornness there about a certain person. Or maybe there still is. I'm just getting like, just from the imagery, like it almost seems as if the Hermit is shining a light from the Lover's perspective onto the Three of Pentacles. Let's take a look at the Three of Pentacles. Well, we'll go to Temperance next because that's card 3, which is what is your lesson? So what is your lesson in love in the week ahead? Certainly to implement balance, be peaceful, be patient, be calm. You know, don't let your emotions get the best of you. Even if like you could make this person, you know, running with their pants between their legs crying, usually it speaks more volumes to say nothing at all. Literally a look is all they need. Like a good just cold stare is all they need, you know? If they're acting up, or if, you know. The Temperance Tarot card suggests moderation and balance coupled with a lot of patience. When this card appears, there's a suggestion that extremes in any situation should be avoided. So, you know, maybe you're like, I'm just going to completely end it or not, or, you know, just be careful. You know, I've certainly been there where I'm like quick to jump or quick to leave. It's like, I'm not nope. not dealing with it. But so if that resonates, you know, just think on that. Again, this is your lesson in the week ahead. Again, just moderation, patience, and balance. Steady, slow progress. Be grateful for what you have now, and, you know, every day as we continue to move toward, you know, through the end of the year. And then Temperance may indicate a time to evaluate and re-examine the priorities you have chosen to help create a balance between your outer and inner self. So now that things are coming together, it does seem as if you do, you know, your suggestion is to kind of just go within, and perhaps right now you're not in the mood to, like, maybe that's, you know, even if you do feel lonely, it could be that you're still going out a lot trying to get your mind off something. Which usually, I mean, the best thing we can do is just kind of be still and sit with our feelings, right? I mean, again, the Lovers is here, so that's the overall. There's love in the air. You just need to be patient and balanced with, you know, this energy. Don't go, you know, in extremes. You know, if you feel like you're quick to jumping to conclusions or anything of that nature, just make sure you don't assume. That's really one of the main life lessons I live by. But if y'all are familiar with the 4 Agreements, I believe it was written by Don Ruiz Miguel. But anyway, one of the agreements is to never assume, because literally, guys, like, we are not. I mean, we just really are not, like, mind readers. We can't. You just don't know circumstances. Yada yada yada. That's why, you know, people say be nice. Why, you know, because you don't know what kind of day someone's had or what they're going through. So, all right. So then, the 3 of Pentacles, which, like I said, I just have a feeling it's like the Hermit is almost like shining a light on it. The 4th card is their lesson. So their lesson in the week ahead. And okay. All right, so their lesson so their lesson, this card is a sign that they will be able to achieve greater success with the collaborative support of a team. And that's their lesson in the week ahead. So, you know, this card is about teamwork, shared goals, collaboration, apprenticeship, effort, and pooling energy. So if you feel like your person needs help on a project, or just however that looks, you know, or they're thinking about hiring help but they don't know, perhaps encourage them to do so. Or, you know, again, however that looks to you. But whoever you're dealing with has been working toward implementing their goals. And it seems like this person is likely to achieve success, especially with the Lovers here as well. And, you know, that whatever it is, guys, you know, it doesn't even have to be for financial gain. Like, with whatever project they have their heart set on, you know, or if you feel like they're carrying everything on their shoulders type of thing. Or if you see that your person is, like, struggling, I mean, we shouldn't have to, I mean, I'm sure we would offer our efforts to our help to our lovers, you know. If we so see that maybe they're feeling overwhelmed, like, step in and help. Hey babe, can I help you? Like, I could go run and get the groceries while you go get that, or, you know, again, just simple things like. But anyway, that's their lesson, is to, you know, accept help if it comes their way. The 5th card, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and that is the growth zone. So where could y'all perhaps grow in the week ahead? I mean, this kind of I feel like this ties back to the Three of Pentacles, that perhaps some energy in the moment has a buildup of creative energy, but they're just not sure how to best channel it, you know? Like they feel motivated, but it's like, you know, and that's where maybe the collaboration comes in, or however that looks. Also, just, you know, in areas to grow, just keep an eye on possible like spending. Don't just waste funds, you know. What's the term? Nilly-dilly? Impatience, okay, just popped up. And again, we were talking about being patient here with the Temperance. So what, you know, again, if that resonates for one or both of you, or, you know, just show patience, and hopefully by, you know, you raising your vibration, it should, you know, raise the vibration of the people in your vicinity. So it's kind of like a lead by example. Yeah, I mean, this card also can indicate that one or both of you have worked hard on yourselves internally, or you continue to on the, you know, daily. It could be that y'all are both very spiritual as well. But, you know, now's the time to apply the lessons that have been learned and move ahead in life. Look for answers within and see how this wisdom can help navigate the impasses that may be encountered. And guys, I mean, there's so many like repeating messages here, right? So again, look within. I mean, again, look within, you know, to improve on your areas, or the areas of growth for this relationship, because the relationship, I mean, the foundation of it is lovely. So, all right, and then our sixth and final card. I've actually really enjoyed this spread, so I think I'll definitely keep this in the rotation. Perhaps doing this reading on, yeah, of course, I'm thinking Sunday for the week ahead. Excellent. So this card, this is indicating sex and romance. 7 of Wands. So I'm gonna be honest with you, when I was shuffling and pulling, my intent was more on sex, not necessarily romance. But take how it resonates, and I think I'll tweak the wording here, so, you know, for next week. But I mean, obviously 7 of Wands, right? It's like I'm getting a feeling that like boundaries. Let me see. Okay, in sex and romance, just defending yourself and whatever that looks like standing up for yourself. The 7 of Wands represents integrity and protection, possibly even competition. So this is really just about setting boundaries in relationship and fighting for the type of romance that you are seeking. So don't be afraid to speak your truth. You know, I feel like that's, you know, just, it's okay to go, you know, to go within, to take time to reflect and then speak what's on your mind. It's time to take value-aligned action and have a risk management plan in place to avoid unforeseen issues in the future. So of course, yeah, it's like my mom always said, like, she was always encouraging of me to go get my degree and things of that nature, and to, at the end of the day, never like have to rely on someone, for like a roof over your head, or for, you always need to make sure that you have a means to not, because you never know if you get into a connection, turns into a relationship, and then turns out it's not actually serving your highest good, but now you're trapped and have no way to get out. So I just have a feeling, yeah, I mean, that's not like what I'm feeling here at all with the Lovers, but it's just, again, for any of the, just a message that I felt compelled to say. But I heard it. Let me see something. This may be a very specific message, so only if this resonates with you. But as I was saying earlier, it's like the Hermit, at least how I'm seeing it here, is shining a light on the Three of Pentacles. Now, I heard a tarot reader here on YouTube. Of course, I've what is it? The Three of Cups? Kind of like indicating that there may be a third party energy of some sort. But anyway, he had pulled that card in addition to the Three of Pentacles, and he's like, this is just really. So I, again, I'm not sure if perhaps you're turning a blind eye maybe to something that you're feeling off, like if maybe it's someone's that is, whoever, some energy that's in the area that, you feel like, there could be, or maybe, or, you just feel something's off, like, that person's too pretty to be, type of, what I'm saying? So if that situation is going on, certainly hard stop to, to set those boundaries up, because that, this is in sex and romance. So what does that look like? Or, if it's even, it's just whatever that looks like to you guys. Like, don't, I don't know what the boundary is, right? But so if there's a boundary that you're needing to set so that you can feel balanced in the relationship, set it. Because if you lose this person, then you lose them. And quite frankly, I think I was just saying this earlier, but that it's like an absolute blessing, it's like, thank you. And that you always have choices, like, you know what I mean? It's, we all have free will, so we're literally carving our life path, right? It's like, yeah, you could live, and we are living in a variety of realities right now, and they're all going on all around us all at once right now. So it's really crazy. But so imagine that. It's like, just think about, it's like watercolors. Like, you can just, any decisions, and it's like just everything changes. So know that there are, there's always abundance ahead of you. Yeah, because the Lovers is here, but if you do feel like this person is perhaps like starting to maybe, because maybe y'all are like really good lovers, right now, but it's like maybe perhaps you're feeling a lack of commitment, a lack of direction. So anyway, guys, that's just the week ahead. So set your boundaries. There is love here, but you got to go within, know what you want, and just see, just if it feels like it, collaborate with this person, work as a team with them to strengthen the bond. The Seven of Cups was just at the bottom of the deck. Choosing between lovers. So, and be cautious about romantic decisions. Yeah, guys. I mean, this just really does tie it together. But this card is indicating that there's like an illusion of love right now. Like y'all are in love with the fantasy, or that y'all are in love with like when someone says like, oh, like they like you like the idea of them, or you're in love with the idea of them, but you're not really in love with them, or vice versa. I don't know if you're choosing between lovers or if they are. Because that was there. Again, so there is love here with this person. That is evident. The challenge of the overall connection the week ahead is that, one or both y'all are just kind of turning a blind eye. Something's not being spoken about here that essentially needs to and should. Boundaries need to be set. For the romance to flourish. Or, whatever boundaries that is, whether that's, in the relationship or sexually or like it all, it all matters. Your lesson is to balance the situation, be patient. Temperance, calm your temper, be tempered. I'm not saying if there's some type of third party situation, I never condone that shit. That's just me personally, but I would never do it to someone because I would never want to be put on that end. So if there's any of that mess going on, you can leave it with dignity and grace. It's just kind of like you. But this was the growth zone overall for the relationship, which is just, again, it feels like there's just maybe just a lack of commitment. Or just uncertainty or whatever. But that's why you need to set your boundaries, right? Because it's like they say, like, when you know what you, or that's what Abraham Hicks says, when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, and source, or your inner being is always calling you there, aka source. So set the boundaries. If you are looking for commitment and you really love this person, but it's just not really, things aren't really being, this guy's just kind of going this way, then it's like, it's time to set the boundary, you know what I mean, type of thing. Again, I'm just... this could even indicate wishful thinking, which you can't just, oh, he'll change, or oh, she'll change, or oh, they'll come around. Like, Just be cautious, guys, about romantic decisions. This may be something about choosing between lovers, and if it's not, this card is a reminder to review all the options, as they may not be as promising as they seem. So once you feel confident about your path, take the grounded action to bring those visions to reality. I hope that helped. I really liked this spread, and I'll see y'all next time.